Sejuani makes a ton of sense. I'm kind of disappointed in myself for not recognizing it earlier, just because it pairs so nicely with both the Yone and the Rumble. The fact that you can leverage her passive to great effectiveness with two champions that often want to be within melee range of their opposition.
Yep, great. Here is Shayo thinks about going to one lane, and that's bot for now.
Is this really going to work?
I mean, Alvaro's stunned up. He might have to W out, then a battle dance. He flashes first. Good dodge. Great dodge from Shayo's roots.
I am surprised that KOI fell prey to that gank. They're actually, look, they're pinging. They're going for the redive in bot lane as well.
Alvaro, again, he used all his summoners. They go to super. He might have cleanse, but his flash will be in vain. First blood already goes over. Stendhal died for it. And guess what? So does Blackett. That one was an exit. Just by saying the word big.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This is a big deal.
It is indeed, because Zenithblade's going to connect in super. He might have his flash still there, but after the last play, he can't get out. He gets rooted. Combo is MKOI going to take Dragon. This is the cost of the grubs. 3 grubs against a comp that has Yone, but a comp that has Tristana. Ulti Super's now here with flash and ulti available, but he's not going to pull the trigger. Not even going to get a summon and trade as Mewin gets ulti top. By the way, Carlson just sends out the public execution. Now with the ulti down, that's to clear the wave because Team Heretics is going to turn it into a dive. The Solar Flare's down, the flash away from Mewin. Under turret won't save him either. The Stranglethorn's unleashed. Team Heretics hasn't really been that involved outside the lane, but it is just Jojo, and this is weird to say with the criticism that he got in Winter. But Jojo right now is carrying that gold, I guess, gold. Dragon for a dragon, grubs for grubs.
Yeah, Australia was problematic because I had that hole in the ozone, right?
I think we all do, don't we?
No, never mind. I give up. I think it's going to be too late, though. KOI, they're a little slow on the setup, but here we are. Mewin's arrived.
Maybe the chase's going to be okay. Finding Shayo is only the tick in the box as well. He hits the flash away, and it's stolen. Burned down by a Rumble as Mewin's just auto-attacking for free. Elyoya takes the damage and ends up dying for it as this trade already begins. And Jojo might not find the ulti, but he's going to find Blackett flying through for a shutdown. Chain Corruption or an afterthought, but a good one. The arrow even piercing through, and KOI, it takes one fight to silence the deal from Heretics.
I mean, KOI get absolutely everything. They only lose their jungler and they get a clean ace off the back of it. They'll even secure...
Now just going to be taken by them as well. Off the back of that fight. We've almost got a second item for Jojo. I mean, Joshu, an earlier Blade of the Wrong King. And again, it's strange to say, but like, while Jojo's not the only one, it does feel like this Yone, Vetty.
Right now.
Otacon spawning bot side, going to be ruinous, ravenous, ruinous, whatever. The black and red one, not the orange one. They were talking about it before. Yeah, I didn't realize.
I think they're going to die.
Yeah, and they're getting burnt. Mewin's just taking Camilo. Tristana going to go for a different kind of hop, and that equalizer, oh, it's so nice, isn't it? Shayo can only play defensive, but to do nothing and stand there and just take it. KOI with another...
Extend the gold leads. They set their sights on the Otacon. And again, we go back to this. Just look at the map state right now. Camilo's trying to go back towards the bot lane. Mewin is already in full control of that brush.
Zen looking for the Zenithblade. He won't find it. It's all gone horribly wrong. And watch this, Jojo with a massive angle. We want to see that ulti because Team Heretics are lining up with the equalizer as well. On top, they sit at fire, but now with the flames through comes the blade.
A strong performance.
Past that fight, nothing but strong.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is that a lot of attention was put towards the bot side of the map from Shayo, but the rest of the map is fully in KOI's control.
You know, you talked a little bit about the setup for Ambessa as well. Like, while there hasn't really been a strict 5v5 that Carlson's be able to play towards, well, so Carlson will be a little bit delayed. Ward spot's out at 7k and Team Heretics gonna get hit over the wall. Before I can say anything more, instead, Solar Flare down on Jojo. He does die, doesn't get to use a thing. Reset for Camilo, chasing Alvaro. But that's permafrosted, but no follow-up kill. KOI back as Jojo is now back as well. Looks for the knockup, gets shielded. Gets a little bit as there's the ulti. Mewin in trouble, goes golden, not facing anything. Chain Corruption work as well. Maybe an opportunity for Team Heretics, but Carlson separated. Has to flash away while meanwhile Camilo is just hit by Jojo. That was the banana Yone, but he still gets Camilo in the end. A couple of autos and Qs. And with that snap, it just makes it so that KOI are kind of back in the driver's seat in this game. Soul down. Let's see if we go further. Who is better, Hachani or Kasing? You can vote now.
I'm not going there.
Okay, that's all right. I'll take you somewhere else. Stender's caught out. He's trying to go back home, but there's no support for him whatsoever. It's an easy pick. This time the ult hitting is onto Jojo. Blackett's trying to get a return kill, but he flashes back towards his team, and Jojo stays safe.
Kamilu are in the area, but I don't really see what they can offer here.
Jojo just healed up a bunch of health. Ult to use. Kamilu knocked up, an attempt made and no escape. There you go. Baron picked up. And Carlson on the run, but thanks to Super popping the Youmuu's Ghost Blade, there's going to be some chase here. Out of energies, Carlson, he ults back in, but he too will join the names. Flacket burnt down for his fame, and Jojo with yet another one. Koi, this is still their game.
A one-sided affair, a bit of a blip when Jojo ended up losing his life around that first Baron attempt, but now this should be an easy win for Koi. They have the Nexus within their sights, and with the Baron and pad minions, they're making the way towards those towers.
Yeah, not a bad game from Koi. I mean, those moments in the early game will still be looked at how all lanes but Jojo. We're in a good spot for Heretics, but one slick fight, one slick move, and Koi walk away with a 32-minute win here in game one in their best of 3. More kills, please. You win 6-1 and 5-9-10.
Dominant performance from Koi as they start this series off strong. I like their draft. I like what they came in with, their priorities.
It's just going to be the Aurora top, I think.
Yeah, so that was the flex we were talking about, but you get a classic here. It's Jojo putting with a Talia, and you have a Vice. Very easy to find someone to blow up here. 2v2, especially good for the mid lane.
Looks like, to me, right, MKOI has a really good idea of their identity and what they want to do.
Yeah, I have. I think last split, my ending call had something about Kings. I did have Legacy in it. I had new Emperors, all in engage. Okay, finally some action. Jackson is Alvaro. He's okay. He just walks away. Meanwhile, Kamilu is not. And once again, this mid laner from Team Heretics, he's going to be in trouble. This time, first blood going over to Jojo. Last game, the gap was large.
I mean, there are definitely still things that you can point to as areas of improvement, like when he went over the Baron pit and then died.
That was areas of improvement. Yeah. To be fair, though, you were right. You pointed out, like, let's get an even stronger 2v2 so we can carry from Flacket and Sten, because last game, a lot of attention from Sheo and Flacket.
There have been so many organizations and players, that they were such. I mean, the JDG Golden Road could have happened. Oh,
it could have. Engage finally happening. Maybe a pick. Team Heretics need a bit of damage down, but they'll find it, and Flacket gets a cash in from
downtown.
That's
a big cash in. How much gold? That's a 1.1k gold lead now for the Draven.
Okay.
I'll have to know, actually. Let me check.
Oh, you got your god powers, don't you?
Have a quick look.
Sten might be in trouble, though. Good seismic shove. Hang on. Team Heretics support. Just caught out. Jojo, easy kill.
Completed for Flacket, which is a nice item pickup for him.
Sten died for this ward before, I believe, and let's see what happens this time. One more hit. What do you really miss? Like
Deathfire Grass.
Yeah, good call.
I used to play Victor with DFG.
Yeah. Old
school Victor now, where you had literally had an item in your inventory that you had to manually upgrade, rather than it just being this passive. Yeah, I used to one-shot people with DFG. It used to catch good now.
They really do.
They don't know. Back in our day,
the supports were absolutely rubbish, and now they complain, but seismic shove, I'd be complaining too. Sten caught out again. Jojo, he is indeed Vetty, and look at that. While we get into this fight, maybe some damage to come out of the Victor. He's gone Vetty's item. Alvaro going to get stunned up, but no, on the edge of the gravity field, while Team Heretics are the healthier ones moving in. Alvaro just needs an engage, but a setup from Sten is really nice. Sets up with the ult from Flacket. Stand aside is good enough. No catch in, but a kill. Opening up a Sten is going to be the trading back. Team Heretics run as a group with the eye exposed. Taken by Sheo in the end. An advantage so far.
Definitely works. He could also go for Zhonya's if he's worried about the dive.
No.
He just starts with the AP.
Don't say that. We don't want that.
But right now, Heretics is in a pretty good position. I think they're happy with how the game state is right now. Koi would rather allow me
big chunks for only one item for a Victor. Used to him doing absolutely rubbish damage on his first item. As a turret's going to go down. Good movement from Koi. And Alvaro just slaps him. Flash in. Sten all in. But Jojo matches it. Sten might be in a bit of trouble here. There's a flash engage, finally an all in. And the Aurora all out. It's a circle of death. It's like the one ring, take it off. Team Heretics running for their life, but Carlson, as he all-outs himself, the one that was better was Mirwin. Super flies in. Camilo runs back at him with a better build. There's nothing you can do. Jojo on the chase for the last member, but it's just like game one, Betty. One major fight to rule them all.
A beautiful dive comes through from Koi as they send it onto Flacket, and you can see the chain CC. The two-man knockup comes through from Alvaro. The knockback comes from Jojo, and then it just becomes...
I think so. Now you're going to mouse just to remind me.
105.
105. What a random number.
Yeah, I swear it was 120 for a while. There's not much Heretics can really do about this. Voracious going to be locked down.
And I'm going to be honest, for fans at home, I'm sorry, you know, we had some good moments from Heretics, even in this game again with the Flacket shutdown. But then we just get to mid-game, and one fight blows it all out.
Yeah, a single fight really is all Koi is needed in both games. That has given him full control.
I hate Carlson, no thanks.
He's gone between the turrets.
Yeah, okay, I'll talk about that in a second, because you're right, it's a sandwich. Jojo snaps him in. Would you like more salami with that? I think you would, because there's a lot more meat to go. Double kill already picked up, and Koi, it's going to happen just like last game. It's a Monday, isn't it? No one really likes him, and especially Team Heretics after this. Shadow's just in no man's land in mid. Knock up, knock back into the rocks. Be with your family, because after all, Scorpions and rocks, they have to be related.
What we talked about in the draft, sure, in lane, the idea behind the Draven is cool, but in the context of the comp, he has a very difficult time being able to execute a reliable laner that is very dependable. So I think Koi is building a really strong foundation with strong laners. And again, they had a difficult week one with the opposition that they went up against with both G2 and Koi. And the expectations were that they'd be favorites coming into this matchup. And what we wanted to see from them was a clean transition from having a lead into closing out a game. And again, there was a small blip in game one, but by and large, they have demonstrated that they're capable of doing it.
Hang on, finally,
and as I say that,
Mirwin, he's burning down, but will he die? No, it's not a burn build, but there is a shutdown from Flacket. Nice snipe.
Well, these blunders still happen from time to time, but Camilo now very deep in the lane.
Biggest blunder, isn't it? LUA can get a free ulti here. Jojo joins in, and with this burst of the duo, there's no way the Victor's getting out of this. Sonya's might be available, but no use for it. Jojo picks up the kill there, and with one good moment comes many good ones for Koi again.
They have enough minions to secure this bot lane tower, I suspect. It's going to be difficult for Heretics to keep this one alive.
So while this goes down, Betty, my question is for you. Definitely going to feel it with a 3-item Talia, an almost 4-item Kai'Sa that's going on hit crit build again.
He's sitting on top of Flacket.
True.
There to try and provide that safety. Look at the fight, look at the fight.
I'm looking. There's the Weaver's Wall, and I've now found out. Seismic Shove sets up, and Flacket's just dead. That's a big part of your damage. Now what?
Yeah, that was not much Kazante could do to protect his AD carry there. They turned their attention to Sheo.
Because Sheo was looking for Mirwin, and it's to his detriment. Sheo is just going to drop. Nice ulti from Mirwin yet again in the circle of death. Camilo stands the Chaos Storm that only tickles. Yes, doing a bit of damage, but Jojo's going to withstand it, and Carlson takes Alvaro over the wall. It's his escape, but Super matches it with his own flash, and now with a second skin, triple kill. Koya back to where we thought. 10k gold lead, another ace, and the game in the palm of their hand.
A 5-for-0 ace in convincing fashion. Alyoya finally finds the flank. Flacket doesn't even burn any of his summoner spells. Once again, we see a perfectly executed dive onto the AD carry, and now they will set their sights onto the Nexus. Flacket will respawn in time, though.
Yeah, I don't know if they can end. That's one minion. They've got to keep him alive, so tanking up has to continue on. The ulti from Flacket doesn't work out too well, but the Nexus is now bare. Team Heretics had some decent early games, but one fight again in each game here tonight brings Koi to a 2-0. A much better result after their hard start against KC and G2, but Koi are on the board in spring.
A very strong series from